folks, welcome to the show. My name is John Robert Cruz. I'm the producer and host of this episode, and today I'm at the Harmony by Karate Dojo in Manhattan with Sensei John Mirrione. How you doing, Sensei John Mirrione?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Okay, so you know, we've had a lot of talks in the recent past, and let's get straight to the point, Mr. Sensei Mirrione. What is Harmony by Karate?
Well, you can break it into two parts. The harmony aspect would be the spiritual philosophy, the deep breathing, the meditation, and the karate component is your self-defense. It's all your technique. And the way we do our technique is very unique because we have a very soft approach to it. Almost like Tai Chi, but a little bit faster in the movement than Tai Chi. And we're also very focused on longevity, and we're also focused on it being very real and very applicable to any situation.
Okay, so you stress applicability in self-defense situations, right?
Exactly. When you take out the spinning kicks, the breaking boards, the trophies, all of the things that dress up martial arts, then you get to the core of what really matters. Okay. And that is the core that we're entirely focused on. But that core also has to have a deep philosophical approach so that people aren't just learning technique, that they're just using recklessly. We want them to use it constructively to better themselves as people and to be able to use that technique if they need to survive.
Okay, well, we're at 67th Street and Columbus Avenue in New York City, and it's known as the Reebok Sports Club. How did you end up at the Reebok Sports Club?
Well, this happened almost 13 years ago. Actually, 13 years ago in April. I was one out of 200 applicants at that time. You know, the Olympic gold medalists, all your great martial artists wanted the job of being the sensei to Reebok Sports Club. And I think because I kept my approach simple, I wasn't promoting the accolades, I was promoting the human connection and wanting to help the leaders in society. That really put me a step above the rest, by focusing on helping the leaders, because if you train the leaders of society, you impact the world, and that was exactly what I had said, and that's what closed the deal for me at Reebok Sports Club. And it's been that dream since then. Have had such amazing experiences for 13 years as a result.
You're training leaders in society, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So how long have you been training in the martial arts?
I've been training for almost 30 years.
30 years? You don't even look 30. What's going on here?
43.
43?
This week.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Okay, so go ahead.
Yeah, so almost 30 years of training. I started with my father. And my father was my teacher for about 20 plus years. And I've been on my own for many, many years now, because my father now lives in Florida. And Harmony by Karate is completely an opposite approach from my father. My father's approach was more of a militaristic approach, more of a very traditional and more rigid approach, and my approach is more about the harmony, the fluidity, and that the dojo's family, and I treat my students as my equal. I'm not into the hierarchy of martial arts, so black belt doesn't have any privilege in my school.
Okay.
It's more about where you are in the process when you get your belt.
Right.
So it's more about the self versus who I am compared to others.
Right. Okay. Well, what advice do you have for other martial arts teachers?
You know, I would say that what I had just stated, I think, might have told some of these other martial artists that teach, is to, when you teach, you can have a very successful school by not running it like the military. Really running it, it's a family environment, treating people as an equal, and not, I try not, if somebody leaves my school, I make them feel good about it. I don't try to hold on to people, I let them go. And I find if you have that type of spirit in the school, that's real harmony, and that's going to give that school real genuine growth, because anyone that is there is going to want to be there.
Hey, right, okay. Well, you were mentioning a few moments ago about your dad, but what about any other mentors? Who are the rest of your mentors in the martial arts?
Well, my father was my primary mentor, as I mentioned, and but I would say that right now, Leo Fang is an amazing mentor for anyone. And if you go to his website, you go to put Leo Fang in, you'll see why I'm very very good friends with him, and we exchange together and we learn from each other. But he is 80 years old and I'm 43, so there's something to learn from somebody who's doing it that long. And then there's a gentleman named Gary Wisniewski in London who's known for his kicking skills. He's got great kicking skills and great street application with those kicking skills, and I really enjoy him as well.
Okay. Now, what is the overall goal with Harmony by Karate in the present?
Right now in the present, I am focused on making my school as good as possible. I'm very interested in the people that are enrolled in my school always attending. You know, a lot of schools, the attendance is not as strong. You know, the member pays, but they're not there. And I'm very into the member paying and being there. And always training.
It's not just a financial arrangement. You really care about your students coming and attending the classes.
And I call everyone that is not there. Because as long as they're enrolled, I want to make sure that they're present and they're getting the most out of the program. So that's where I'm at now. But you know, in the future is really focused on bringing this, what we do here, into society, and we're doing that now with South Africa. We have these two young ladies that are visiting for 4 months. They're staying with my family, with my wife and my children, and it's because the poverty in South Africa is so extreme that the best way to help that society is to actually take people out of the society, give them something great. Like Harmony by Karate has the self-defense, and it has the self-belief, like believe in yourself. It's so strong that way, the philosophy. These girls take it back. They'll be teaching hundreds of children through a charity called My Africa Tikon. And the head of that, in fact, the chief patron is Nelson Mandela, which is pretty exciting, the fact that we're affiliated and connected that way. And these girls are just doing magnificently well. In fact, we met with the U.S. ambassador to South Africa on Monday, and he spoke of the $2 to $3 billion of spending every year with South Africa for food and for medicine. And we spoke of the human connection, that there needs to be more of a grassroots effort like what we're trying to do, and he definitely got that message, and I thought that it was a very powerful and significant meeting for us.
Very nice. Well, we're just about ready to wrap this up. Why don't you let our folks, the folks watching this piece, tell them exactly where your website is if they want to contact you.
Yeah, you can contact us at harmonybykarate.com, or you can certainly reach out to our marketing director. It's lee@harmonybykarate.com.
Okay, thank you, Sensei John Mirrione, for your time, and thank you for watching this interview. And folks, contact harmonybykarate.com for more information. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.